There are times when the Earth isn't as stable as it seems.
And it just kept coming, and it kept coming, and it kept coming again. And it was like riding a roller coaster. It was really a rocking and rolling. I just, in my wildest imagination, had no comprehension that Mother Nature could be that destructive and just, you know.
Every year, more than 1 million earthquakes rattle our world. We don't notice most of them, but the ones we do give us new respect for our planet. Earthquakes happen when tension stored in the Earth's crust is suddenly released. To understand what causes these disasters, we need to travel to the center of the Earth. The enormous heat and energy here shapes the layers above, especially the Earth's outer crust. We can think of the crust as a jigsaw puzzle divided into about 12 tectonic plates. These giant slabs of rock hold the continents and the ocean floor. For millions of years, they've been drifting and colliding, pushed by the churning liquid mantle below. When they slip, grind, and crunch past each other, disasters occur. Some of the worst quakes happen when the plates get stuck and pressure builds. When they finally break free, energy is released as waves traveling through the ground. Geologist David Schwartz describes the process.
The plates are moving past each other. They're pushing against each other. When the stress builds up to a critical point, they snap, and the snapping of the plates basically produces the seismic waves that's the earthquake.
These disasters usually occur at the boundaries between two plates. This is where we find faults, cracks and fractures in the Earth's crust where the plates inch along. Geophysicist Ross Stein explains.
These faults, typically at their base, let's say 10 miles down, are moving at a few inches a year. And when that earthquake occurs, when that rupture begins, that fault, that motion is going to accelerate from a few inches a year to about 5,000 miles an hour. And it's going to do that in 3 seconds. So this rupture of the fault is a catastrophic process, unlike hardly anything else in nature.
Like ripples in water, the vibrations spread out in all directions, shaking everything in their path. The strongest shaking occurs at the epicenter, the place on the Earth's surface directly above the spot where the earthquake began. One of the worst quakes on record struck Alaska in 1964. It measured 8.5 on the Richter scale, a scale that measures the magnitude of a quake. The shaking lasted around 4 minutes, which is a long time for an earthquake. The ground ripped open, and in some places, sank more than 50 feet. We know how earthquakes happen and the great destruction they create. But unfortunately, we still can't predict them.